Allah be pleased with him, would weep so profusely at the sight of a grave that his beard would become soaked with tears. When he was asked why he would cry at the grave, but not at the mention of heaven or hell, he replied that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, had said, "The grave is the first stage of the hereafter. Whoever passes through it safely, all other stages will be easier for him. But if he does not pass through it safely, then the following stages will only be harder." Ibn Majah, Hadith 4267. The Prophet, peace be upon him, also stated, "I have never seen any sight more horrifying than the grave." Ibn Majah, Hadith 466. For a righteous soul, the grave expands as far as the eye can see, and it receives the deceased with welcome. But for the sinner, the grave is harsh, squeezing so tightly that the ribs interlace, as demonstrated by the Prophet, peace be upon him, permit. When he clasped his fingers together, two angels, Munkar and Nakir, come to every soul in the grave. It is narrated that the Prophet, peace be upon him, said about the questioning in the grave, "When the deceased is buried, two black and blue angels come to him. One of them is called Munkar and the other Nakir. They ask him, 'What did you used to say about this man?' He says what he used to say, 'He is Allah's slave and his messenger. I testify that there is no God but Allah, and that Muhammad is his slave and his messenger.'" Tirmidhi, Hadith 1071. Their appearance is daunting, with eyes like lightning, voices like thunder, and teeth like horns, as described in the Hadith, Hadith 1071. For the believers, Allah strengthens them, helping them answer with confidence in response to the questioning. Surah Ibrahim, Ayah 27. Allah keeps firm those who believe with the firm word in worldly life and in the hereafter, and Allah sends astray the wrongdoers, and Allah does what he wills. The angel asked, "Who is your Lord? What is your religion? Who is your prophet?" Believers who lived according to Allah's commandments find the answers easy. However, for those who ignored Allah's guidance, questioning becomes a source of immense fear and pain. Their desires controlled them in life rather than obedience to Allah. Aligning with the verse, "Have you seen the one who takes as his God his own desire?" Surah Al-Furqan, Ayah 43. Failing to answer correctly, they cry out, "I do not know." Allah warns us of the punishment awaiting those who are arrogant toward his signs. The verse states, "If you could but see when the wrongdoers are in the overwhelming pangs of death, while the angels extend their hands, saying, 'Discharge your souls. Today you will be awarded the punishment of extreme humiliation for what you used to say against Allah other than the truth.'" Surah Al-An'am, Ayah 93. When a sinner faces these questions, his terror grows as he sees a vision of hell drawing near, while he knows he will not reach the bliss of paradise, which is shown only to those who were steadfast in faith. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "When a believer is buried, he sees a place in paradise, and when a disbeliever is buried, he sees a place in hell." Bukhari and Muslim. The angels bring a heavy hammer, so weighty that if all mankind tried to lift it, they could not. The punishment in the grave, as described, is beyond measure. The sinner's grave is filled with flames, and he endures unimaginable suffering until the day of judgment, when the torment will be infinitely more severe. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said that serpents will be unleashed upon the wrongdoer in the grave, with a venom so potent that one bite could render the earth barren forever. Finally, a dreadful figure with a filthy appearance enters the sinner's grave, saying, "Rejoice in the misery that you have brought upon yourself by your actions." When asked who he is, the figure replies, "I am your evil deeds given form by Allah, so you may witness what you indulged in." This reminder is vital for all believers, not just for us, but for all Muslims. If we do not change ourselves after hearing these words, we risk losing our love for our own souls. Spread this message as a form of ongoing charity for others.